I will go 10 miles out of my way to go to a mom-and-pop restaurant before I go in a chain. Plus, the chain restaurants suck, unless it's like a Perry's Steakhouse or something. I mean, it's just chains are bad in almost every case. You're treated like an animal. Unless it's something like Roost Chris or something. You know, some of the steakhouses get it down perfectly, and then, you know, then you want to go to the national chain. But that's only for steakhouses, folks. The point is, in my experience, or maybe Ralph Lauren clothing. I mean, I'm not even into designer stuff, but the Ralph Lauren, for whatever reason, fits me better than other stuff. I got a weird sized body, I guess. I got the upper half of like a 6'5" guy, and I'm 5'11". I just got a big upper size and, you know, small lower size, like a bulldog. This is why George Norrie calls me that. The point here is, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to shop local. The system wants to extinct local barter and local economy. They want it shut down. They want it shut down. The big charities have gotten regulations passed trying to shut down small charities, like United Way and the Red Cross, demonic anti-gun groups that steal almost all the money on record. The only national charity out there, and they don't pay me to say this, I've done the studies, almost 90%. It's gotten worse over the last, it was 96% a few decades ago, but the costs and everything, bureaucracy now, it's like 89%, the Salvation Army. And I give money to the Salvation Army. Meals on Wheels, most of it actually goes to the people. My point is, you got to do research on what you support. And local is the answer. I cannot stress that enough. And now let me prove it to you, okay? Remember the story yesterday? In fact, people won't believe it. It was CNS News, but it was also an AP out of Virginia. You guys pulled me that article about banning 8 kids in their own quarter-acre backyard for a 7-year-old's birthday party. I mean, I say that, and I think I'm lying. They're having to pass a law to allow birthday parties in America so the militarized zoning police don't show up. Here it is. Fox News. You can't celebrate America, school says. Students and parents at a Colorado high school are outraged after administrators turned down the request for a Spirit Week day honoring America because it might offend non-Americans. See, being American now means you pay all the taxes, all the regulations, you don't get the welfare, you're a chump. All over the nation, San Antonio last year, kids were wearing American flags, mainly Hispanic, chanting USA when they beat the other mainly Hispanic team from South Texas. There was a national story saying it was racist to chant USA. Maybe a little mindless, but that's what people chant when they think, you know, it's like hooray, hooray, hip, hip, hooray. It has nothing to do with being against Hispanic people. Yeah, that was in a basketball game in San Antonio last year. Remember in San Francisco on Cinco de Mayo, the Hispanic kids all over the school, if they were wearing jackets with American flags or Old Navy shirts that had American flags, it turned out in several cases they weren't even wearing it because it was the week of Cinco de Mayo, and they were sent home, and it's in federal court last time I checked. In fact, let's prove it to folks. Search deal about San Antonio basketball, USA chant racist. USA chant racist, San Antonio basketball. It'll come up. Here's the article I mentioned, CNS News from yesterday, in case you're a new listener, because I know this sounds crazy. Property rights bill introduced after Virginia woman threatened with fines for kid's birthday party. 8 children with, 10-year-old girls, and some were 7, there in Bonita's backyard, and the neighbors called the police. And they came and threatened them with $5,000 fines. Okay, that's yesterday. Now, here it is. You can't celebrate America. School says they said they didn't want to offend anyone from other countries or immigrants. A 16-year-old member of the student council told me they just really did not want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. So, see, that's like they say, don't be a cowboy or a Native American at a Halloween deal. What's that have to do with putting people down? Don't be a geisha girl. They've said at colleges everywhere, you'll be kicked out. That insults Japanese. Don't be a pirate. Don't be a... Again, it's all about we're all off balance. We have no free speech. But government can do whatever it wants. You can have black folks all over the country, because it's seen as trendy now, beating up white people on the street. I mean, you go down to 6th Street, folks, on a Saturday or Friday night, and you walk down by I-35, where 6th Street ends, and I'm going to go do stakeouts very soon when I get some time. I'm going to have my folks sit in cars and videotape this. Every night people are beaten or stabbed or attacked by groups of racist blacks rolling whites and robbing them because it's acceptable to roll whites because whites are the devil. And the whites, of course, don't fight back because they've been taught if you're long hair and are a trendy, they know and they test and talk to them. They don't do it to other blacks. They don't do it to other redneck whites. They don't do it to Mexicans for sure. That's a good way to get stabbed every time down there at night. No, ladies and gentlemen, they do it. I mean, they do it to white trendies who go, come on, bro, I'm down with you. You're down with me? And they beat them and take their stuff. So that's what's going on. This is the ultra-political correctness that they've trained everyone through guilt. I don't have any guilt. I've done nothing to anybody. I genuinely hate black racism and Hispanic racism against whites, and I'm so sick of it. Just like when I'd be in East Texas doing a job, working for a large animal vet, and you'd run into racist Klan people who'd say, you're not from around here, are you, Yankee? They don't even like the white people in some of those areas where they've taken control. I don't like ignorant gangs of morons who don't stand for anything except the fact that they're in a group. And it's disgusting. But it's kosher to be racist if it's against whites. It's acceptable in this country. And I'm tired of it, and I'm calling it out. And the media will not cover, other than Drudge Report has forced it out in the last 2 years, blacks attacking people all over the country. Every day there's an article about it. And you saw a university last week that said, oh, whenever there's an APB out about a black person attacking somebody, don't say the race if it's black, because we don't like hearing black males seen carjacking, black males seen robbing. Because that's politically, incorrect to say we're on the lookout for a black male driving a red truck. Now, if it's a white male driving a red truck or a Hispanic male driving a red truck or an Asian male driving a red truck, that's okay. But do not say a black male.
The facts are in. The studies are legion. Sodium fluoride and other members of the fluorine family that are added to Western water supplies are devastating the health and cognitive ability of the people that drink it. So the question is, why are the social engineers adding it to the water? Simple. Dumb down the host population that the parasitic technocracy is feeding on. We developed Fluoride Shield to be the highest quality, highest standards, because I use it every day and my family uses it every single day. Let's take a closer look at the ingredients that make up this special proprietary formula. Tamarind has been celebrated for its ability to immobilize toxic fluoride residues, while zeolites have a long history of attracting and holding toxic compounds. Enter fulvic acid, an excellent cleansing agent. Then we added the highest quality shilajit, a rare compound that is collected from the high mountains of the Himalayas. We topped it all off with the powerhouse herb cilantro that is intended to mobilize fluoride and other dangerous compounds for removal from the body. And the final touch to energize this formula is our proprietary nascent iodine. And as always, consult your physician as well, because that is important. And finally, Fluoride Shield, Survival Shield, and all the products at InfoWarsLife.com grew out of my quest to try to find the very best compounds from God's cornucopia to protect myself and my family. And from our research, I believe we are bringing you the best, highest quality products. And you have that commitment from Alex Jones and the entire InfoWars crew.